Yeah, I know. I'm usually much more alert than this, but it's so early. It's gotta be like 9:30 in the morning or something. I gotta catch a flight to Austin, Texas. It's time to go. I'm getting in the car. The next time you see me will be Austin, Texas. I forgot a mask. I'm at the lodge. What's my poker? I can hear you nerds now. But 9:30's not that early. When you get 2 hours of sleep, 9:30 comes pretty quick. We gotta talk about this hand though. Here is what do we have? A raise from pocket threes, and then I have ace king, and I have 3-bet 200. Then Heisenberg, yeah, that's blue meth on his cards. He just goes all in. I guess he didn't know what to do, and all in sounded good to him. Now, right before the flop comes, he goes, let's run it twice. And oh, fine, we'll run it twice. Because I don't really want to run it twice, but he wants to run it twice, and I'm a friendly man. In high school, they called me Friendly Adam. We run it 2 times, and he doesn't come close to winning either board. There's almost no sweat at all. And the pot gets pushed to me, both sides of it, and I like that because I like money. All right, this is going to be a single board bomb pot Omaha style. Later in the night, we'll play the double board bomb pot, but for just right now, we're going to play the single board. Now, I don't have a very good hand. I have queen 9, 7, 4, and that's, a hand I would normally fold. They call those rags. But here I flop top 2 pair, and it's really hard for me to be in bad shape unless I'm up against a set of 5s, which I am, or a hand that contains a jack and a 10, and then like a king and an 8, or a queen, to have some kind of like wrap situation. Again, that's a poker term. I guess rags is technically a poker term too. Here, I decided to go for the sneaky weaky check raise. So after he bets a buck and a squirt, I decided to come over the top, I think for a nickel. I think I come in for $500. And, yeah, I'm correct. I come in for $500 there, and he's got to decide what to do. And he's got a full house, so he's going to call, see one more card, just to see what happens. And it comes a queen? Yeah, queen. Now, it looks scarier than it is. I still have to have a queen and a 9 in my hand, because Omaha, you got to play 2. I could also have pocket 9s, pocket queens, or queen 5, but he's going to say in his head, well, I bought queen 5. He makes me count down all my money before he eventually folds, so it's a good play for him that he was able to make that fold, but I don't think it's as scary as it looks, just because the board is double paired. But anyway, good fold for him. Let's move on to another hold'em hand. Moving right along to hand number 3, I'm actually under the gun. They forgot to straddle, and I got ace-5 of diamonds, and I like ace-5 of diamonds. I can make a straight flush, a regular flush, a royal flush. I can make quads, full house, 3 of a kind, 2 pair, 1 pair, and ace high. So I go ahead and raise it for those reasons. Low calls with 9, 6 of clubs. And then Johnny Mott calls with 6 jack of clubs because he hates money. It gets over to fat Andy Dalton and he decides to throw it in. And then we get a call from the worst player at the table. Don't worry, I'm not making fun of him. He'll tell you that later. Flop is ace jack jack. And you're probably thinking, well, Adam, you raised pre-flop under the gun. Ace jack jack, that's a pretty good flop for your hand. But you guys forget that I have the reading ability of Judy Blume. So when it goes bet and call and gets over to me, I can see right through these people. Like, I can look at Johnny Mott and I'm like, you know what, Johnny Mott, I think you got me beat. Then I can look over at Soto and I can say, you probably got a heart draw, but I'm really more worried about Johnny Mott. And I throw my cards in the mud.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Quick timeout, everybody. If you're on the internet, and I know you are because you're watching this video, you need a VPN. So use the VPN I use. Private internet access. 30 million downloads. 10 years of expertise. And it's completely 100% open source. It is the most transparent VPN in existence. Now, here's how it works. You log on. Private internet access will then reroute your traffic through an encrypted tunnel. Hide your business from everyone. They got so much going on. It's 24/7 customer service. It's customizable, the most customizable VPN on the market. And it's risk-free, 30 days money back. It works with all streaming services. They block ads, trackers, malicious websites. Not that I would go to any. 10 devices at the same time on one account. click on my link in the description box below. For less than $3 a month, not to mention 2 months free. It's like $2.06 or something a month. That's 83% off the regular price. And you can have it by clicking on the link in the description box below. You can't afford not to protect yourself. All right, now back to the video. It folds to the button where Josiah decides to make it $40. Why? I don't know. I guess because he's got a suited jack. Soto then decides to call from the small blind with Jack 10 offsuit. Don't know if that's great. We'll just leave it at that. Then I go ahead and 3-bet it with my hand, the Jack 8 of spades. Jack 8 of spades is a hand that I want to play. Can't really call unless you're Soto. Now it gets back to Soto, and he's got a clear fold, and so he makes the call. And now we got to go heads up, and I'm going to need a little bit of help. At least I'm thinking I need a lot more help than I actually need. Comes Ace King 9 with 2 spades. That's a perfect flop for me. Not really, but it favors my range. 2 poker terms, I hate to say. Range and favor. Turn card Queen. That's bad. Real horrendous. Money gonna be lost. He checks to me, the first good play he's made here, and I decide to pump in a huge bet of $420. Get off my chips, boy. A bet that I would have made whether I had something or not. And then he goes into the tank, and I should be looking at him instead of looking straight down because I would have saw his Hollywood here. Then he makes it $1,000 to go. Well, that's basically a min raise because I made it $420. He makes it $580 more. So I come along hoping to river a spade, and I don't. It's a queen of hearts, and that's a card I'm just going to have to give up on after he checks. And he's going to win it with the straight. And trust me, you saw him call Jack 10 out of position 2 times with that hand. So I'm pretty sure he's going to call a river bet with a straight. Look down at the beautiful Ace King offsuit here. Gonna put in a raise to $70, and you're probably thinking, Adam, why in the world would you make it $70 when you're playing 2-5? There was a straddle and a re-straddle, idiot. That's why I made it 70. Cy makes the call. Cy is loose, but apparently not as loose as Josiah because he calls with 5-3. Comes Ace Queen Jack, giving me top pair and a gutter ball straight draw. That's a poker term. I bet my hand accordingly. I bet $160. And Cy is, I think the term is lag, loose and aggressive. And again, I apologize for the poker term. And he makes it $375. And I can't fold. 1, I have top pair and a gutter. But 2, I'm playing against a guy named Cy. And it's not his name, Cy, that it makes me call. I'm playing this particular guy whose name is Cy, and he's all over the place. So I turn a straight. We get the money in with some sort of bet, raise, call sort of thing. And both of us are free rolling to a chop. Can you free roll to a chop? Because that's what we were doing. We were free rolling to a chop. And then that's what happens. The pot gets chopped, and then we both win half. That's what a chop is.
Rude poker with the purples. That means he's having a good session so far. Guys, it's 2 likes a minute. We can get it.
King 8. There's a big bet from Cy.
Pocket 3s here. Root's thinking, does Cy actually have a king here? Because he probably wouldn't raise him with an 8. Nine of clubs on the turn, doesn't change much. Looks like Cy is gonna fire again. And he fires, is that 550? Oh my, 650.
Can he call with a pair of 3s?
Size bet, very
Wow.
polarizing. Rude knows this is the case. But if you've watched Rude's vlogs, you know Rude does not like to fold very often. He likes making calls.
Yeah. Not saying a word to each other. He does. He makes the call. Oh, he goes all in. And no snap call from Rude is saying, I'm glad there's no snap call there. He knows he doesn't have a king. And he lays it down. Wow. Good play by Rude.
Rude poker.
Adam Rude there.
Not buying the story of a king. Gets it through with the best hand.
Things are going swell here at the table. I have a seat next to the fish at the table. Also the biggest winner. Everything to say?
Those two things always work together, no matter what.